Hello once again and welcome to GreatFoodAndBeverage.com. This is Elizabeth.
Hi there.
And I'm Alan. And what are we making tonight, Elizabeth?
Cheesecake.
So we'll be back in just a moment and we'll start rolling on that cheesecake.
Enjoy.
So the cheesecake we're doing takes quite a bit of prep, and it also has to chill in the refrigerator for 8 hours. So I didn't want to wait for that tonight. So I did a lot of that last night and completed the cheesecake, and it's been in the refrigerator for 24 hours. So let's go back and see what I did. Okay, we're going to start with the graham cracker crust. Real simple. 1/4 teaspoon of coarse salt or sea salt, 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 4 ounces of fine crumbled up graham crackers. This was about 6 whole graham crackers, and 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted, which is happening right here. Place all of those ingredients into the food processor and blend really well. Now in the bottom of your springform pan, this is a 9-inch springform pan, you want to place that graham cracker mixture in the bottom. We'll start with that amount. And you're just going to press a thin layer all around the bottom. Just very thin, it'll cover. That's perfect. And the oven is preheated. Now we take the pan with the crust, put it on the rack. And the rack is on the bottom third of the oven, and we let that sit in the 375 degrees for 15 minutes. Now while the crust is finishing, let's take a look at what's going in the filling for the cheesecake. First we have 2.5 pounds of cream cheese. That's 5 8-ounce packages, room temperature. 4 ounces of unsalted butter, room temperature. 8 ounces of sour cream. 1 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. 5 large eggs, plus 2 yolks only. The zest of 1 lemon, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now all of those ingredients go in a mixing bowl and you mix them all together with your blender. While you're doing that, check on the crust. It should be time to take that out, and we'll put that on a rack to cool. Okay, the crust is out cooling. We're going to let that cool for about 10 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and blend all these ingredients together. Now, we need to bring the water to a boil because we're going to have to pour water all around the pan, around the edges of this springform. Here's the crust. It smells really good and looks really rich. Now, I had to wrap the springform with tinfoil because this particular springform pan is not waterproof. So that is the one thing that takes a little bit of time. You want to get this in good holes, even test it out. I tested it out earlier to see where the weaknesses were. So I think I got it pretty well covered. We're just going to wait for the water to boil. Once it sends it to a boil, we're going to pour the cake filling inside of here, surround and pop it in the oven. Okay, our water is just about to a boil. I'm going to go ahead and fill the pan with the cheesecake filling. Okay, this is what we have. We poured the water to about halfway up the pan. Now we pop it in the oven at the same 375 degrees and let it bake for 1 hour. Checking on it to see when the top starts to get a golden brown color. Hour, and I just removed the pan from the oven. And we want to remove the springform pan from the roasting dish and the water, and it smells really good. I smell that lemon zest. The top looks good, it looks even. We're going to let it cool a little bit out and give it a minimum of 8 hours to chill. In this case, it's going to be 24 hours. So I'm going to take care of that and we'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, so that wasn't too difficult and the cheesecake is ready. I've already removed the springform pan. What I want to do now is prepare the sauce and then we'll take a look at that cheesecake. So we have our pint of strawberries. We cut them in pieces about this size. Most of them were in thirds. These are pretty large strawberries. We kept a few out for a garnish beside the cheesecake. We got a good healthy teaspoon of vanilla and a 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. So we want to turn this burner to a medium high and add all those ingredients. And let that cook on this medium-high heat for about 7 minutes until it starts to thicken just a little bit. That sugar will start to melt. Okay, it's been right at 7 minutes and everything is thickened up nicely. You can smell that strawberry in the air. The sugar is thickened. You can see the redness coming off the strawberries in there. So we're going to transfer all this to a blender and puree this mixture. Okay. Alright, that's about done there. Take the lid off carefully. Wow, that's good. So pour this in a container. And it needs to go into the refrigerator for about an hour or so, but I'm going to pop it into the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to pour myself a drink, and then we'll come back, cheesecake, everything together. Came out great. The only thing I neglected to do was grease the inside of the pan. I got away with it. It released just fine, but if you do this, make sure and take a little bit of butter and grease the inside of the pan. I think because it had a non-stick coating, I had no issues with that. So everything came out great. Let's plate it up and okay, Elizabeth, we've been waiting for this for a couple of days now.
Look at this. Is that good?
So I'm going to let you have the first bite.
Thank you. Put a little strawberry in it. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
Is it good?
You have got to make this.
Let me try.
This is so delicious.
Oh, wow.
It's good. It's real good.
Well, we haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm going to start making dinner for us tonight. And we'll finish this cheesecake as we go. But thanks again for all your support.
Thank you.
And the recipe will be on the website. And have a good night, everyone. Salud.
Oh, I didn't have a cake.